So, today's video topic is every day is another battle won. Semen retention, okay? So listen, you guys don't understand that semen retention, it's gonna have trials and tribulations, okay? It's gonna be roadblocks, barriers. It's gonna be a lot of things coming to take you off your path, okay? Because you are ascending, you are rising up. You're not down here anymore. You are evolving into a divine being. All right? So it's gonna be a lot of tests, trials, and tribulations on your journey. Now, we do know that this is the hardest thing you can do as a man, but it's the best thing for you because it teaches you to have self-mastery over yourself. It teaches you to have discipline, okay? A disciplined man is very powerful. A disciplined man is feared amongst nations, okay? People fear a disciplined man, okay? When you are in control of yourself, that is a force or a threat to the society, okay? So listen, every day, the longer you stay on semen retention, each day you make it through. You fight the urges, you fight the trials and tribulations, you fight the wiles of the devil. It's another battle won, okay? Every day is another battle won when you're on semen retention because it is spiritual warfare. It's light versus dark, yin versus yang, okay? Angels versus demons, okay? The polarities of life, okay? The law of duality will tell you that everything has a polar opposite to something. So that means without no bad, there is no good, and without no good, there is no bad. Without no light, there is no dark, okay? So on your journey, I want you to understand and realize that this is a battleground, a spiritual battleground, okay? A spiritual battleground, okay? This is spiritual warfare. You are in that war when you decide to go on semen retention because it is a spiritual practice. When you practice semen retention, you are becoming a spirit once again, okay? So every day is a battle won. You feel me? Every day is a battle won. Every day. The longer you go, the more battles you win, the more powerful you will become. That's simple. New levels, new devils, okay? The more stronger you become, it's going to be harder bosses that try to take you off your path. Okay? Now, this should be motivational to you because you guys be putting so much, pressure on yourselves when you got to understand it's just learning to cultivate and discipline yourself. You feel me? Yes, it's the hardest thing you can do because society has conditioned you to do that practice. Only a select few of men can actually do this, and these are the chosen people, the divine ones. Y'all hear that noise in the background? Let me go ahead and make a pause right quick. Anyways, like I was saying, don't worry about the cars in the background. It's called a noise campaign. So check me out. Only a select few of men in this life really learn to discipline themselves and cultivate this energy. And those men who do it are literally a god amongst men. Okay, these are the divine beings that the Bible was talking about. Okay, real shit. That would be me and you. Okay, so don't feel bad when the temptations start to get to you because the temptations mean what? You are doing something right. Notice when you masturbate and you ejaculate all day, you don't get no temptations. You just sat there and drained your energy and you don't got to worry about Satan. None of that trying to get to you because Satan is comfortable with you doing what you're doing, okay? Because Satan loves to see you stagnant, idle. Satan loves when you do that because he's like, yes, stay right there and rot. Stay right there and rot and don't do shit with your life. Yes, that's how Satan look at you. He wants you to stay in the same spot because he know the more you do that, you take away from your soul. So he's like, yeah, I'm gonna keep letting my minions possess you. You're gonna stay stagnant. You're gonna keep doing bad things. You're gonna keep having these bad habits. You're never gonna grow up. You're never gonna mature. You're never gonna get any type of wisdom and knowledge bestowed upon you because you can't control yourself. Okay, let me tell you something in this life. The hardest thing to control is your sexual energy as a man. That's the strongest energy known to mankind. strongest force, actually. That sexual energy, that energy that you came out of a man's penis. Let's keep it a buck. That, oof, nigga, that shit created you and me. That shit is very formidable, man. That's the strongest energy known to mankind. Why do you think it's so hard to practice it? Because it's in your biology to want to have sex and procreate. That's what you're supposed to do. That's the ultimate goal, you know what I'm saying? One of the main goals is to spread your seed and keep your ancestors' lineage going. You get what I'm saying? So even after you die, you will still exist in your children. You get what I'm saying? On God. Deep. That's the whole goal, to keep your lineage going and getting stronger and stronger. Because once you shoot your seed inside of a woman, all the information in this vessel, your spirit, all that shit going into her. And when them babies come out, they're going to have the blood of you. All your information, memory, you're going to be within them. On God. Your ancestors are within this. And they spirits too. On God. So listen. Once you can control that animalistic behavior, you become unfuckwittable. Now, it's a reason it's so hard, but the men who actually can do this shit and just do that whole effortlessly is because we have certain DNA codes. It's in our DNA to be disciplined like that. We have a particular genetic in our DNA that allows us to have an advantage over the masses because we are angels, okay? Now, I'm not saying you can't do this shit and make it easily, but it's a reason why certain people can do certain shit and other people can't. Ain't damn nigga that I know in my area will ever hit 500 days or a year on this shit. That's because they not me. Now, could they get on it? Yeah, but they're not going to because they're not me. They're lazy. They don't have the DNA codes to evolve in them. You feel me? Some people is literally bots, NPCs, soulless beings. But I'm not like these people. I am not of this world, man. That's why I could do the shit that I do. And trust me, I'm very powerful. I'm a very powerful man. Very powerful man. You feel me? These people fear me, man. Because a man who can harness the most potent energy in his body, he cannot be fucked with. He cannot be fucked with because this energy, they weaponize pussy. That's their ultimate weapon. So when you transcend the sex, when you transcend lust, when you transcend instant gratification, when you transcend pleasure, you become unfuckwittable. You feel me? You become unfuckwittable because those are the greatest things a man can feel. Having sex, that's the greatest pleasure a man can feel. Let's keep it a bug. We all got some pussy before. How I feel, mushy like macaroni. Right? That's the greatest pleasure any being, any animal can feel. Putting it in that vagina and getting that nut off. Right? That's in our biology. It's in our biology to do that. But when you are able to allow your spirit to control the biology and the nature of who you are, because you do have animal DNA, you have the same DNA as these animals. But the difference between us as spiritual being and these animals, right? We have different DNA than them. We have angelic DNA. So this DNA is within us. This is why when you learn to tap into that angelic DNA instead of the animal DNA, which you do have, that part of yourself that tell you have sex, fuck, nut, beat your meat, that's in your DNA. Not even the beating your meat thing, that is in your DNA kind of too, because it's certain animals that beat their meat. But no. So yeah, we got the same genetics, well, the same DNA that those animals have. All animals do is eat, sleep, fuck. What do humans do? Eat, sleep, fuck, and work. That's it. So knowing that that's the greatest pleasure a man and woman can feel, but we talking about men specifically because we the truth, G. This whole world is feminine. Earth is feminine. The universe is feminine. You feel me? The galaxy is feminine. Facts. So the masculine energy is a motherfucker. The feminine energy loves the masculine energy. So a man who can resist and control that animal-like DNA he got within him that tells him to nut, have sex, procreate, unfuckable. My ancestors did this shit for millions of years. My ancestors did not have sex for numerous amount of reasons. Now, we all know it feels good, but it's hard to control that energy because, listen, that energy that you got inside of you as a man is so powerful. It's in your biology to want to create and have sex with women and spread your seed to all these women. It's in your DNA. You got the same DNA like these animals. Okay, every animal, every being on this planet loves to have sex. Let's keep it a buck. That's the greatest pleasure a man or woman or animal can feel. Okay, so this energy is powerful. That shit'll have you fighting over some pussy, all types of shit, G. So when you learn to control the beast, which is the sexual energy, I said the sexual energy, you become unfuckable. You do. Because if you can control this, the strongest force known to mankind, your success is inevitable. It's inevitable. Once you can control that and really master that, you're on your way to success automatically. But only a select few of men can do it. The chosen ones, we do it. And we make it look easy because we are divine people. We are divine people, man. So, I'm telling you right now, every day is another battle won when you're on semen retention. The longer you go, the more you win. Facts. Because you're controlling the strongest energy known to mankind. There is no energy stronger than this, G. There is not. It's not. Why do you think so many people try to get your energy? I mean, on every level. Why do you think these demons, when you fall asleep, try to steal your sexual energy, try to have sex with you in a dream realm? The succubus and the incubus spirits is real, G. Because that shit is the juice, the fuel. That shit is the truth. So if 99% of the population is doing this, or having sex every other day, every week, every month, whatever the fuck, watching porn multiple times a day, and you be an individual who learn how to control that great pleasure because you are unfuckable, you will become powerful because you're controlling it now. You're not letting the energy control you, G. You are mastering yourself. And once you can control that, you will evolve because your semen holds billions of years of animal evolution. Billions of years of it. Like, you have no idea how much animal DNA, extraterrestrial DNA, all types of DNA in your sperm right now. But you're spilling it and you can't control it because the energy is so strong, it will control you. But when you control your energy, when you control that energy down there, when you control the strongest energy known to mankind, nigga, you literally become a god amongst men. Because it's hard. So when you have self-mastery over your pleasures and urges, man, there is nothing you cannot do. And I'm talking about you do it effortlessly. You know I do this shit effortlessly. I don't even think about, like, and I won't ever do it again because it's gay as fuck. That's not what my ancestors did. You feel me? I'll never do no shit like that. That shit gay, bro. That shit is fool. I'll never masturbate a day in my life ever again, G. So yes, when you hold and cultivate this energy and you learn to put this energy towards things, you know how to be an alchemist because you become unfuckable. So this is why I became a TI. Okay? Because in this society, a man who masters some shit like that, he's a force to be reckoned with. He cannot be stopped. He is a threat to the system. I'm talking about a man who can control the pussy and the pussy don't control him. He can control his life. And they want a society that's controlled, G. So when you can control yourself on every level, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, you exuberate high amounts of self-control. You don't show any emotional vulnerability. You become a problem to this establishment. You become a threat. So they have no choice but to watch you, target you, isolate you. Local law enforcement, all that shit gotta watch you now, because this nigga, we spent billions of dollars trying to condition society, and this one particular individual managed to break free out of that, get his mind back on track, get his mind back in order, and the veil is lifted now so he can see the errors in society. We gotta fuck with this person. We gotta try to derail this person. We have to try to stop this person because he's dangerous. I'm a dangerous man. When you learn to cultivate this energy, you become dangerous. You become a force that cannot be fucked with, because listen, focused men are powerful in this life. Focused men are the 1% who become millionaires, billionaires. I'm talking about really focused men. Men are not focused nowadays. Just because you got a job don't mean you focused. It's always some shit holding you back. I am 1% of men in the making to becoming 1% of the men who are millionaires. Only 1% of men in this life become millionaires. You know that? So that's the path that I'm on. And if you are on semen retention and you learn to cultivate this energy, you don't let the energy control you, nigga, you on your way to success. You're on your way. It takes discipline. But I'm telling you, a disciplined man is a problem to society. Because if a man can just control this shit down here, and I mean really control it, not still having sex and still fucking and releasing. No, I'm talking about having the ability to harness and hold that energy in. I'm talking about having the ability to harness that energy, not let his urge make him want to just run to a hole. Hey babe, when can we leak? I want you to say like having the ability to have true self-control and mastery over himself. It is a problem. Men fear individuals like me. The government, the shadow government, they fear individuals like me, because a disciplined man is very powerful. A focused man is very powerful. Okay? A man who can control himself, control his emotions, control his feelings, can control his life, and he can control everything around him because he has full control of himself. So this is why you become a target. So listen, hopefully this motivated you. So listen, every day when you're on semen retention is another battle won. So anyways, look, I love you guys so much. Y'all stay tuned, more content, and yeah, Thug Lamar Gang.